So Judge, the first victim we're going to call is Shayna Aspinwall. And we're bringing in her now. She is Richard Aspinwall's wife. Ms. Aspinwall, I'm going to have you go ahead and raise your right hand. Do you swear affirm any testimony you're about to give and that happening for the court is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Thank you.
And Ms. Aspinwall, if you'll just state your name for the court and tell the court what you would like them to know regarding sentencing Colin Gray.
My name is Shayna Aspinwall, and I'm the wife of Ricky Aspinwall. On September 4th, 2024, my husband left for work expecting to spend another day doing what he loved, teaching his students, coaching his players, and making a difference in their lives. He never came home. Ricky was the love of my life and the heart of our family. He was an incredible husband and an amazing father to our daughters. Everything he did was for us. He celebrated our victories, carried us through our struggles, and made our home a place filled with love, laughter, and security. To the world, Ricky was a math teacher and a football coach. To his students, he was someone who believed in them, challenged them, and encouraged them. To the players he coached, he was a mentor who taught far more than football. To my daughters, he was an amazing and loving father that would protect them. To me, he was my best friend, my partner, and the person I expected to grow old with. Ricky and I both shared a passion of teaching and coaching. I was a high school teacher as well, but can no longer teach in the classroom. Due to suffering with PTSD from the trauma of September 4th. What if another student shot me at school? My kids would have no parents because we were both teachers that aspired to help students learn, not be on the front line. Now, our daughters must grow up without their father. They will miss his guidance, his encouragement, his hugs, and all the milestones he should have been here to witness. Birthdays, graduations, weddings, and everyday moments that make up a lifetime will forever be marked by his absence. Colin harped on being a single parent and the struggles that entails in his testimony. He was a single parent by choice. I am now a solo parent because of his actions and lack of parenting. He was a pathetic excuse for a father, but he was not. He was an amazing dad to two little girls that loved him with his whole heart. My kids were 5 and 2 when he was killed. Psychologically, kids cannot truly process and understand death until the ages of 5 and 6. My now 4-year-old thinks her daddy is still at football practice and wishes he could come home. My now 7-year-old, who is a daddy's girl, spends time going to therapy because she struggled with the grief of losing her dad. Colin could not take his son to therapy, therefore I have to take mine. Ricky got to see her on her first day of kindergarten, but not her last. I have had to learn how to navigate a life I never imagined living. Every morning, I wake up hoping, even for a split second, that this was all a nightmare. Then reality returns. The empty space beside me, the silence in our home, and the questions our daughters ask are constant reminders that our lives have been permanently changed. The trauma the students and teachers faced by seeing my husband lay dead on the floor of the hallway because Colin could not be a responsible gun owner. He did not pull the trigger, but purchased and left a firearm accessible to a minor. My husband was a responsible gun owner that properly locked his guns up away from our children. No sentence can restore what was taken from us. No punishment can give my husband back to his family or erase the pain that has become part of our daily lives. But I ask the court to remember that this case is about more than the lives that ended that day. It is also about the families left behind who must carry the grief and trauma for the rest of our lives. I hope Ricky is remembered not only for the way he died, but for the way he lived. He lived with kindness, integrity, compassion, and courage. He dedicated his life to helping others, and even in his final moments, he was doing what came naturally to him, protecting the students entrusted to his care. Our family will carry his love with us always, but we will always carry the weight of the loss for the rest of our lives. Thank you for allowing me to speak on behalf of my husband and our family.
Thank you. I assume you have,
No questions, Judge.
if you do, just
I will stand up.
thank you.
Yes, sir.
This next individual we're going to call is Rick Aspinwall. Mr. Aspinwall, I'm going to have you go ahead and raise your right hand. Do you swear affirm any testimony you're about to give the matter now coming before the court is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
All right, if you'll just state your name and tell the judge what you'd like him to know in the sentencing of Colin Gray.
I'm Richard William Aspinwall, Ricky's stepfather. Mr. Gray, I hope you remember me from our first meeting. After all the testimony I've heard, witnessed, I find it hard to believe that you had any idea of what you were doing for raising a son. Due to your ineptitude, your lack of situational awareness, you're responsible for all this that happened. I can't see it any other way. And I hope to God that you sit somewhere in a corner and just remember everything that you're responsible for.
Thank you.
Judge, next we're going to call up Ansley Gossett.
Is it Gossett?
Yes, sir. I believe it's Gossett. Ms. Gossett, I'm going to have you go ahead and raise your right hand. Do you swear affirm any testimony you're about to give in the matter now coming before the court is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
All right, if you'll just state your name and tell the judge what you want him to know in Colin Gray's sentencing.
Good morning. My name's Ansley Aspinwall Gossett. I am the sibling of Ricky Aspinwall. I was there the day we brought Ricky home from the hospital, and I was there the day we laid Ricky to rest. The amount of anger that has gone through me and my family is unspeakable. My brother was nothing but supportive, caring, loving, and he could hate the fact that I couldn't throw football. He tried to teach me. But we're just left with the biggest hole in our heart that can never be replaced. Words just cannot express, the extreme sadness for our family and the other families that have been impacted by this stupid act of irresponsible parenting. I'm a parent to 4 kids. My 2 youngest will never get to know their Uncle Ricky because he was gone before they could know him. My 2 oldest were there the day we laid Ricky to rest, and they cried uncontrollably in my arms. And there's nothing I could do to stop their tears. I know as a parent I would never actively leave a gun available to my child, no matter their age. Even if they were of age, I would not let it be accessible. And because of this, we are here today giving testimony because guns were left available to a young child that thought he was doing something incredible. It was such incredibly stupid. I feel like this man deserves the maximum sentence possible and should never have a slight chance of freedom again. Thank you.